folks, welcome back to Dragonsdale. I have been doing some building work in between episodes. I've also been fighting these squid, which are very hard to catch. They're doing a very good job of evading me at the moment. But I got a few. I got a few ink sacs. So, previously, we worked on this treehouse here. And I kind of changed my mind about how I wanted it to look. I thought the platforms that I was building, I kind of liked how asymmetric they were, but I had issues, with not having enough room up there, so I've gone for just a more rounded approach, and I'm much more happy with that, I think. So, that's good. I have plans for a project involving terracotta, so I thought, let's make some glazed terracotta. So let me go up and show you what all I've been working on up here. You see, this has just a bit more room in general. I've still got room for like a bed. I've got more furnaces up here, and some more chests for valuables. I have plans for like building a big like storage system with you know, like an automatic sorting machine, that sort of thing. But that's gonna come later. I've been doing a little bit of mining in the meantime. Pretty happy with my diamonds. I need to start making better armor. But I thought today I would like to do a bit more in the way of exploring. And I thought it would be good to start by going to the Nether. But the thing about Nether portals is that I always feel like exposed if I build them out in the open. I worry about coming back at night and having to like scramble to find my bed. I worry about pigmen showing up and being annoying. So I thought, why not make a little hut? Just yeah, just a simple little hut that I can store the Nether portal in, and that way I don't have to worry about random intrusions. Where are my fences? I don't know. Oak fence gate. That'll do. One of those, and actually, can we... I think I want... I think I want some fence posts as well. Can I get that? That's probably too many. But that's okay. Oh, and I forgot my obsidian for the portal. Let me go and get that. So, I'm thinking just build like a tiny little hut. Just to sort of house the Nether portal. And I think that'll be nice. I also want to kind of position it away from here. In general, the idea with how I've been building, this is like my starter house here. This is just like random stuff as I'm getting started. But where I actually want to be building is down here in the valley. So over time, I will be expanding out in this direction. And I would like the portal, for now, to be over here so that I don't have to hear it. Speaking of hearing the portal, I installed a few updates to enhance my Minecraft experience, and one of them is the Vanilla Tweaks pack that Azuma and his team put together, and that'll help with the Nether portal. Do I want it here? I think I do. That'll help with the Nether portal because it has an option to make the Nether portal sounds quieter. And I don't know how much quieter, but I guess we'll find out. So let's put this here, and hopefully I got the dimensions right. And then let's build just a little hut around it. I'm already regretting where I put that because of those cows. But that's okay. What did I want? Let me put these away. Why am I filling my inventory with junk when I should be working on building? I don't know. So I was thinking this would be a good opportunity to try out some of this terracotta. Wow, that is not the texture I thought it was going to be. That's kind of neat, though. This is going to be an interesting build, I guess. Do I want this to just extend down all the way to the bottom? Let's try it. I also don't know how this is gonna place. So this is gonna be interesting. No. Can I get you to place like this? No. Well, it would help if I knew what I was doing, I guess. But I'm not optimistic. Okay. That sort of did a thing. And then like that? Does that look good? Sort of? I think that's upside down, but I kind of like how it forms a heart. Yeah, that's interesting. That's probably not the way it's supposed to be, but I kind of like it anyway. Let me try... Oh, geez. Yes? Okay, good. And then, like this? No? Honestly, just placing this. Okay, that worked. It's getting dark. That's great. Let me sleep real quick, and then... I don't know, maybe I might need to take a break here to figure out how these blocks place. Because you probably don't want to see me muttering to myself as I struggle to place blocks. In the meantime, let me think about how that looks. That's okay. That's gonna have to be moved over by 1. But then... that doesn't really work either. Because this stuff only tiles on 2x2. I've heard a lot of people complain about this. Or maybe not that many people. I feel like in general, this seems like a very odd decision to have made like a texture that requires building evenly. But I think it kind of works in the case of Nether portal building, because Nether portals, like the default size of them, like you can build them bigger, but in general, they are on an even axis. So that's not terrible. And then we want to go out a little bit. 1, 2, 3. I guess we want to think about how this is going to be. I would like a little more room in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say. And then here. Like that. And I keep falling. That's great. And I'm out blocks. Is it gonna be like that? Decisions. I think that could work. Is it gonna look good from the back? I think it's gonna look interesting, if nothing else. I guess the other consideration, is this too tall? It is. So we can put another one of those here, and it should be fine. Although, do I have other blocks? Yes. Like, we could just tile this, if I remember how I placed it, because that's not it. That's not it either. Well, gee golly, this is confusing. That's not it. That's it. And then like this. No. Then like this. No. Then like this. Yes. Yeah, I'm not gonna build the rest of those walls on camera because that's ridiculous. And I got it wrong again. Huh. Okay. I'm gonna think about this, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and I went ahead and completed the hut. I did a number of things here. I figured out how to place the tiles, which, that took an awful lot of work. I swapped out the logs for some polished andesite. I've got kind of like support beams here, and that roof is stairs and half slabs in the middle. Upside down half slabs, so it's, let me see if I can show you. It's spawn proof up there. Inside, I moved my bed that was down here over to the inside of the hut. I've got a little chest, just for dropping off stuff that I don't want to take into the nether with me. And then for lighting up here, I wanted to do something special. And you may be thinking, Pyro, this is a terrible idea. What are you doing, setting fire to your hut right next to all of this wood? Well, I turned off fire tick. I wanted more aesthetic options that turning off fire tick gives you, and you know, I want to be able to show my creations to you. I don't want to have to like be worrying about them constantly burning down. You know, I would hate it if like there was a lightning strike or something, and you know, something I put a lot of work into burnt down. I just would rather focus on other things, and it means that we can do cool stuff like this. So I turned off fire tick. Now would probably be a good time to talk about the other customizations I'm running with. I mentioned I'm running with the Vanilla Tweaks resource pack that Izuma put together. I'm also using his tutorial for how to disable Enderman griefing. Just the Enderman, like, grabbing dirt blocks or whatever in the world. I didn't want my world to be griefed in that way, so I turned that off. I'll link to his tutorial in the video description if you want to see how you can do that in your own world. And then I'm also using Optifine, which just came out recently. I don't think I have anything to really showcase that. It does feel a little smoother. Mostly I wanted, like, connected textures, that sort of thing. I think those are the three big things. With the Vanilla Tweaks pack, I think more things will be evident as time goes on, but like you can see, this pick is showing a little more wear on it. That's something you get with Vanilla Tweaks. Stuff like that. Hoppers, you can put arrows on hoppers, which is really helpful for building. With, you know, building redstone contraptions, so you know where the hopper is pointing into without having to, like, get under it and look. So I'm happy with that. I've already reset my spawn here. So let's go through to the nether. I haven't been to the nether yet, so I'm a little nervous. Let me just empty out my inventory. Actually, would I like more torches? I probably will in a bit. I'll keep the arrows. I don't need a bed. I don't need this axe. What I'm concerned about going to the nether is I've got some good gear. Like this bow, that'd be great to take with me to the nether. I don't know where it's going to put me though. So I'm just gonna have like a minimal amount of supplies on me. And then when we get there, I'll just take a quick look around. Just make sure everything, you know, is sturdy. Like I'm not about to fall into like a giant pit or something. And then I'll come back and get my better nether gear. Like I've got fire protection and feather falling. Those are going to be great. I don't want them right away though. I guess I'm going barefoot to the nether. Let's do this. Do I get an achievement? Do I get an achievement? Maybe? Please load. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. This is a terrible place to have put me in the nether. Look how far up I am. And there's a ghast already. There's a ghast, there's a giant pit of lava and doom and despair. That was terrifying. Well, I'm gonna need to think about how I want to approach that situation. Okay. I think my first priority should be encasing the portal in cobblestone. Especially on the side that is facing that massive lava lake. Let me just double check. Okay. Nothing in here I would be too upset about losing. This pick is on its way out anyway. And it doesn't actually have any notable enchantments on it. I think it's just some basic efficiency and unbreaking. So let's do that. I don't... Jeez, this was a terrible location for a portal. Like, look at this. Look at this nonsense right here. I don't like this one bit. Hello? Okay. I'm gonna have to get out there and cover this portal a little better. Oh. Look at this place. What? Minecraft, please, don't do this. Is there anything up here? Like, while I'm while I'm perched over this giant chasm, is there anything notable? Maybe not. No? This isn't a great technique. But also, I don't care. Okay. This is why I brought so much cobblestone. Always have blocks on your hotbar in the nether. And in general, but especially in the nether. Okay. And now I'm completely encased myself. That's fine. Where do I want this to be? This makes me incredibly nervous. Here. This? I don't like this one bit. Okay. Okay, I'm holding shift. Oh boy! Oh boy! What the heck? Look at this! Am I just on a floating... I'm sorry if I'm shouting. Am I just on a floating island up here? I feel like I am. Oh my good... Minecraft! What the heck, Minecraft? You know, this is not a good situation. Oh. This is really not a good situation to be in. I guess I could pillar down with some gravel, or I could dig down to a different portal, and then break this one, and oh my... I really don't like this. This is not good. This is bad. Look at this. I've literally spawned on this tiny island. out in the middle of all of this awfulness. I mean, I could pillar up and then go to the roof of the nether, and then, like, eventually work my way back down. Or I could, like, do a cobblestone bridge all the way over there. This is a bad situation. Oh. This is a bad situation to be in. I don't like this one bit. Oh, there's a window here. I don't know what I want to do. I'm gonna have to think about this. Let, no. Okay. Let's go back through and think about our options. That could have gone better. That could have gone a lot better. I don't know what to do about that. And it's nighttime. Almost. I have gravel. I have cobblestone. I don't want to be dealing with gas while I do either of those. And also, just finding a spot to, like, drop the gravel down is going to be really difficult. Wow, you know, I had other stuff I wanted to do in this episode. I thought, you know, so we'll just go to the nether real quick, figure out what to do there, and then go on with the rest of the episode. I don't know what I want to do. I think for now, let's disable this portal. Water? Let's disable... that's not what I wanted to do. Let's disable this portal. And then go out some number of blocks. I don't know how far. And then go underground. And then build another portal. And then hope that Minecraft places us at a better portal. And not this one. And then later, when I'm better equipped, I can figure out what to do there. Because I really don't like that one. Yeah. Maybe I'll just put the nether off for now. Maybe I don't want to deal with the nether right away. You know, I did have some other stuff I wanted to do in this episode. Let's go and do that, and then I'll think about the nether problem in a little bit. Alright, I'm back, and I used that string to build a little contraption over here, and I've also marked out where a build is going to happen around it. You may have... Oop, apparently I can't climb. You may have seen one of these before. This is an AFK fish farm. This is kind of a combination of Panda's design and the design that Azuma posted. Panda's design used an iron door, and Azuma's design used a trap door. The way these work, if you haven't seen them, you just hold down right click, and between the trap door, the note block, the tripwire, and the redstone here, it all kind of works together. Oh, can I get this to work, please? Thank you. It all kind of works together so that all you have to do is hold down right click, and it fishes for you. And so you can AFK, and this will just keep catching fish. Lining it up is really difficult, though. I seem to be having issues with that. So I still need to work on that. But as you can see, we caught something, and so that's the kind of the beauty of these farms is they catch fish for you, but they also catch bows and enchanted fishing rods and books. So, for example, I'm hoping to get mending books from this and have all mending gear. And I actually got really lucky with this. Like, just in the process of testing it out, I think we just got a fish. But, like, literally on my first 4 fishing attempts with this, we got 2 fish, like a salmon, a regular fish, this rod, and this bow. And this is already a very good bow. We're gonna get other good bows and be able to combine them. And then this fishing rod, and the bow, actually, they both have mending on them. So this is the rod that I used to do the initial fishing. This is a fishing rod that I just made and enchanted because I wanted to speed up the process a little bit. But you can't get mending on a regular enchantment table. And so now with this mending rod, I'll be able to mend this up and then combine it with this rod, and then we can basically just fish indefinitely because we'll get experience every time we fish. And so the rod will just sort of heal itself up. And in fact, since this has almost no durability on it, one thing I could do is hold it in my offhand and repair it that way. Hopefully we get a fish in a second. Maybe. So it is an experience farm as well, but it's very slow for experience compared to other means of getting experience. But it is very useful for getting enchanted gear or books for enchanted gear. I see there. The mending rod repaired itself a little bit. So this is great. We're going to be able to basically fish indefinitely at this point. So having built that and confirmed that it worked, and I was fishing with the rod in my offhand because fishing is with a right click. Okay, so having built this, I would like to build like a little fishing hut around it. I was thinking, I've already kind of like marked out where it's gonna be, but I was thinking we could have like a little pier, I guess you would call it, like a structure that kind of sticks out into the water of this pond here. I might actually want to connect this water with that over there and have like a little bridge over it at some point. But where we're standing right now, this should be, I think, the inside of whatever hut I build around it. And then this water block here has a special requirement, which is that in order to get decent fishing rates, this has to be like exposed to the sky somehow. It doesn't have to be open, but it needs like a glass glass block over it or something like that. Some sort of skylight. So I'm gonna build some sort of hut here, I think. And see also what I did here. I like the idea that like the wood kind of gets drier the further up you go. So I used I believe this is dark oak. No, that's spruce. So this is spruce and this is regular oak. And regular oak looks very dry compared to the spruce. I might change that out for dark oak, but I think that would be a bit too much saturation. So I have some white concrete powder here. Another thing I want to do is right now there's only one double chest there. I'll build some sort of like basement or something for this so that there are multiple double chests that we can access. Sorry about that, forgot to silence my phone. As I was saying, we should add more chests here, because if you AFK for like overnight, you'll definitely want more than one double chest. So this will extend downwards away and just kind of have like alternating hoppers. I think it won't just be like hopper chest. Like I'll alternate it so that it's a 3-wide design. But this hopper kind of needed to be here and not pointing into the chest because of well, I guess that's a slab now, or that solid block is higher up than I thought it was. I had issues where there was a solid block blocking chest access, but I think that is no longer a concern. So I might redo how this chest is connected. Maybe that'll be one higher up. But in terms of like the aesthetics of this build, I think this pier is going to be kind of skinny relative to the hut, because the hut needs to be like at least 7 wide. Like the interior needs to be 5 wide, or you know, at least the outside needs to be 7 wide so that we can hide these bricks. I guess I could rebuild it so that this this part of the contraption is directly attached to the outside of the build. I kind of don't want to do that though, just because it'll make it confusing if we ever want to redecorate, to know what parts of the build we can break and replace without having to worry about breaking the redstone here. And that's kind of just a general building tip in Minecraft, is put your redstone on something like stone bricks, so that, you know, some block that you don't use decoratively, or at least not in that particular build. And that way you don't have to worry... Oh, is it getting dark already? Oh my goodness. You don't have to worry about... breaking the wrong block and losing all of your redstone, especially with water involved in the build. But I have some concrete that I mixed up here, and I'd like to go for kind of, I don't know, almost like a Mediterranean design, I think. So this would be kind of embedded in the cliff wall here, like kind of jutting out from the outside. And this still needs to be part of the interior, I think. Like, if we're standing here, there could be a door, like, here, I think? Like, the entrance should be, like, here or here. And then we'll have white walls like this. This doesn't need to be too high. This could be pretty low. We'll be standing here. It doesn't really need to have much of an interior. I would like to put a bed in here, just because if you're AFKing, it's kind of inconvenient to come back and realize it's nighttime, and, you know, there are a bunch of mobs in the area, and you don't want to have to, you know, rush back through the crowd or wait for it to become day again. So something like that, maybe. I don't know where... See, in relation to these posts, it's not clear to me where this should be, but maybe we could have the post coming up through this structure. So only this part has to be this wide. So we could do something like that. That could potentially look good. And maybe there'll be a door here and maybe a window, or actually, I guess this would be a little further back, wouldn't it? I may have to move these posts, is what I should do. I was also kind of hoping that they would have a bit more depth to them, but I mean, they're solid color, so like even though these posts are behind them, if you're looking at them head on, it's really hard to really see much depth in them at all. It's kind of unfortunate. And also, if this is sticking out here, putting a window here is going to be kind of tricky. So I might need to move these posts up, or have like multiple posts. Maybe like have one here and then move these back. Something like that. But I definitely want to have like white walls here. I think that will be an interesting look and contrast well with the wood and the mesa environment. And also it kind of adds a touch of realism, I think, because it you know, if we think of the mesa as a very hot environment, you want something kind of reflective that's not going to absorb heat. So this is kind of, this is kind of like an ideal building material. It's going to keep the hut cool during the daytime. I don't think we want to put it there. I need to think about some sort of roof on this as well. I don't really know what to do there. I'm going to think about all of that, and then I'll show you the finished product. So, be right back. Well, I ended up doing a lot more work on this hut than I originally intended to, but I'm pretty happy with it. It looks cozy, I think. So, I put a lot of detail work into this. The roof is made out of green hardened clay, which I think fits the build theme. I also put carpet on top to prevent spawns. Just got some detail work here. There's not really a good place to look at that. You can see it's sort of a mix of different stones. I've got kind of support pillars in place, and dark oak fenced beams there, kind of continuing the same kind of build theme, especially with the andesite that I did with the nether hut. We've got a little pier out here to fish from, except, fishing is actually done in here. And this might connect out to something at some point. There's a little window here. And, just a little walkway. Kind of looks like the sand is kind of encroached on the walkway, which I like. Going inside, I had to actually rebuild the entire, redstone for this. I think technically at this point, it's much closer to Azuma's design, except that the redstone here is simpler. There's no need for timing adjustment because I'm not playing on a server. Yeah, I had a lot of weird issues with this before in terms of, consistently targeting, the trapdoor here. Right now I'm targeting the trapdoor. This is the tripwire hitbox. This is the trapdoor hitbox. And from the angle I was working at before, it just was not working consistently. So I had to redo that. It works like a charm now. You see I've got an upgraded rod here, and also my inventory is full of garbage. But now I can just, if I target that trapdoor, it works reliably every time, which is good. I actually managed to break one of my fishing rods by accident testing this, so I was a little sad about that, but I managed to fish up a good one after not too much additional work. So works like a charm. I'm just gonna keep that here. I've got a little bed here for coming back after AFKing. And then down here, I kind of built up a little basement. This is probably more work than I probably should have put into this basement, but I had fun, texturizing it. You can see it kind of gets rougher the further down you go. The floor is kind of a mess, which is intentional. It looks like a dirty basement floor. And then here we've got 4 double chests worth of storage. And this was about an hour of AFKing, maybe a little less, and I got all of this. I'm going to be able to put together a really good bow, I think. I'm happy about that. And we're getting more string, which is good. This thing will repay itself in string in no time. Especially since mostly you need, I wanted string for bows and fishing rods, so I'm getting really good enchanted bows and fishing rods already. A few books, no mending books yet, but I remain hopeful. But some good stuff. And some name tags, and I'm gonna have way too many saddles. Something I always find a problem with AFK fish farms is what do you do with all the excess saddles? I think at some point I'm gonna have to just start throwing them away. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. It's cozy. And I kind of like the design, like the architectural design that I ended up going with here. I mentioned that I was going with like a Mediterranean style. It honestly looks almost like kind of like a Mario design, like a Super Mario Toad house almost. So I don't know, maybe I'll play with that. Uh, but yeah, I like this. But unfortunately, guys and gals and non-binary pals, that is all the time I have for this episode. I actually had to edit some stuff out because this episode ended up going so long. And I know it's coming out late. But you know what? I'm pretty happy with it. And I don't think that Nether situation's really going to be that big of a deal. But in the meantime, take care, y'all. And I'll see you next time. Bye.